You know what's crazy? Like, some of these books, I swear I read, like, so long ago, but I only read them, like, a few weeks ago. Let's talk about the 9 books that I read in the month of February. Hey besties, welcome back to my channel. Obviously, we're doing, reading wrap-up for February. If you watched my, TBR video for the month of February, there's 2 books that I did not read from that stack, which is You With a View by Jessica Joyce and Lights Out by Nevessa... Is it Nevessa Allen? I don't know, but I know... So Lights Out I didn't read because my friend said she wanted to buddy read it with me, and she's currently trying to finish the Shatter Me series. And then I did not read You With a View because I was just over fluffy romances, so. But I did add 3. Took out 2, added 3. So, Destiny +1, TBR 0. So let's talk about them, I guess. Most of these... No, all of these are in a vlog. Not in the same vlog, obviously, but in some vlog out there on my channel. So I will obviously tell you which vlog they're in as well as what I think about them. So these first 3 books are in my Valentine's Day reading vlog. So basically I just read romance books for a week. The first one being Better Than the Movies by Lynn Painter. I'm so happy that I finally took it off of my TBR. I've had this for quite some time now. And I also wasn't gonna get Nothing Like the Movies just because I was just like, no, it's okay. But now after reading this, I bought Nothing Like the Movies, and I'm just like, I'm super excited to read it. My rating for it was 4.5 stars. Yeah, I don't know. Like, it's obviously a rom-com. It's super cute. I just feel like the 3rd act breakup was kind of this, like, what the hell is happening? Like, there was a severe miscommunication. I hate miscommunication, but it's okay. It's okay. I just moved past it very quickly. So that's the only reason why it's not really a 5 star. Anyways, this is about Wes and Liz, and basically, Liz's childhood crush moved back home, and she was just like, oh my god, this is fate. Like, this is our meet cute, because, like, she's obviously obsessed with rom-com movies because of her mom and stuff like that. So she's just like trying to put herself into one of those movies, basically. She's like trying to live one of those movies. Anyways, so then she ends up convincing Wes to help her out and kind of show this childhood crush that, like, she's not boring and you actually do want to date her. I don't know. So, it ends up being fake dating because, like, the childhood crush is kind of just like, are you guys dating? And then he ends up trying to convince Liz to actually be with Wes, like, actually give him a shot and stuff like that. So then it kind of just backfired on them. Secretly Yours by Tessa Bailey. I rated this a 3.5 star, just because... For some odd reason, with every single Tessa Bailey books, it takes me so long to get into it. Once I'm into it, then I'll keep reading, but, like, it kind of just takes me forever. This is about Hallie and Julian, and basically Hallie has had a crush on Julian since high school, but Julian moved away to teach at some college or whatever, and now he's back to their town to kind of hibernate. What? He's writing a book, but he kind of just, like, closed himself off from everybody so he can write this book because he's, like, very, time efficient. He's very, like, I have a schedule, I'm sticking to the schedule. Whereas Hallie is kind of, like, all over the place. She's kind of just, like, go with the flow, like, you want me there, I'll show up whenever I feel like it, you know? Like, she's that type of person. That's also why I also didn't rate this super highly as well, because... to me, they're not really compatible. Like, obviously towards the end he came out of his shell a little bit, so he's like a little less consumed by being like on a set schedule, you know, like he's not having panic attacks whenever he's like not on time with things. But anyways, but like literally their first interaction, he doesn't recognize who she is from like their childhood. She obviously does, because she's been pining after this man for 15 years. Whatever. But we don't judge here. But he was literally, the first interaction, he notices her boobs and was like, that she has the perfect boobs. What? Anyways, I didn't even continue what this is about. Anyways, he's back in town to write a book, and she she owns a gardening company, basically, and she decided to contact his mom because he's staying at, like, his mom's house, but, like, in the guest house on the same property, because, like, they have a huge property, because they have a wine company, so they have, like, obviously a winery and all that shit. Anyways, so she contacts his mom being like, I have these beautiful flowers that you would love at the guest house. And his mom's like, yeah, sure. And then she goes and sees Julianne, and she's like, oh my god, this is why I love him, and blah blah blah. And then he doesn't recognize who she is, and then she's like crushed. Anyways, she gets drunk with her friend, and they both go like, oh my god, you should write a secret love letter to him. Basically confessing your feelings, but like do it anonymously. And then they're just like, no, that's a terrible idea. She didn't think it was so much of a terrible idea when she was drunk, so she decided to still do it. And then she wakes up the next morning, she's like, what the fuck did I do? Anyways, Secretly Yours. Practice Makes Perfect by Sarah Adams. Yes, I did go a little out of order for this interconnected standalone series. I'm sorry, but it's because this one was on my TBR, and I was like, it's pink, it's perfect for Valentine's Day. You know, because that's logical. Yes. My rating for this was 4 stars. It was the first book I read by Sarah Adams, and I was not disappointed at all. I really enjoyed it. Anyways, this is about Annie and Will, and basically Will is the bodyguard of the FMC in the first book, When in Rome, and Annie is the little sister of the MMC from the first book, When in Rome. So Annie is portrayed as a very innocent girly, and all of her siblings are basically like very gentle with her, and basically are just like, you're sweet old, like, you're sweet Annie, like, you can't be thinking that way, you can't be doing things like that. And she's kind of fed up. She's just like, and she's also very awkward, like, when it comes to dating. So, like, she was literally just on a date, and the guy thought she was boring or crazy because, like, she just kept blabbing because, like, she was nervous. So that she's like, I need help with dating and getting out of my comfort zone, so then, like, I can go on dates and they won't think I'm weird or boring or whatever. So here enters Will, because he's back because the first couple are getting married and she's a pop star and whatever, so she needs a bodyguard. Anyway, so the FMC from the first book is like, Will, you're gonna help her with dating. And he was just like, absolutely not, because he has feelings for her. And he was just like, I know that I'm like, this is gonna end poorly or whatever. Anyways, they end up, like, she ends up convincing him to, in fact, like, Annie convinces Will to, in fact, fake date her. And yeah. And basically he's just teaching her how to go on dates, how to act, how to do all these things. And yeah. The next 4 were also in a vlog where I continued series that I'm in the middle of. When in Rome by Sarah Adams. It's with this book. So, I rated it a 4 star. This is about Amelia and Noah. Like I said, Noah is Annie's big brother, and Amelia, she's a pop star. And basically one day she's like, I'm fed up with this. I need to run away. So she runs away to Rome, Kentucky, which is where Noah lives. And basically her car breaks down literally in Noah's front yard, and Noah's like, hello? What are you doing? You know? And she just thinks that he's gonna murder her because she kind of ran away without a bodyguard, and she's just like, yeah. Anyways, he ends up finally convincing her to come inside, and yeah, and then she finds out that her car will actually take 2 weeks to fix in this small town. So Noah offers to let her stay at his house for those 2 weeks. It's really cute. Really, really cute. God of Pain by Rena Kent. I ended up rating this a 4-star because I felt like the third act breakup was kind of stupid and they should have communicated better. This is about Creighton and Annika. Basically, we see them in the first book, and Annika is like trying to like talk to Creighton, and he's just kind of like reserved, and he's just like, I don't want to talk to you, blah 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 blah. And then I knew they were gonna get the book. I knew it. I really did. Anyways, Annika is like a sweet little innocent girl. Well, everyone views her like that as like at least. And she's a mafia princess, so her brother is very protective of her and whatever. Anyways, one day Creighton breaks into her room, and he's just like not saying anything, not even doing anything, just there. And someone's like banging on her door being like, there was a break-in or whatever, are you okay? And she's just like, yeah. And then like Creighton was kind of like surprised that she didn't rat him out. She ends up needing to find someone to fake date so then she doesn't get put into an arranged marriage by her father. And like she wanted Creighton, but Creighton was like, no, like, I'm not fake dating you. And then so she chooses like someone else, and he's just like, you're gonna, like, Creighton was like, you're gonna regret that, like, you shouldn't do that, and kind of like punished her because like he likes pain, if you know what I mean. And that's why he didn't want to fake date her either, because he was just like, you're a fragile, innocent little thing, and like, I can't do that. And then she's just like, who said I wanted, like, who said that I'm fragile, and who said I'm like sweet, you know? So anyway, so yeah, they fake date, but the third act breakup was kind of stupid because they didn't communicate. And yeah, I don't fucking know. Siege and Storm by Leigh Bardugo. I rated this a 4-star. You can kind of tell that this was indeed a filler book because it's like the second book in a trilogy, so you can kind of tell that it was a filler book, but that's okay. This is about Alina, our FMC from the first book, obviously, and she's kind of still navigating her powers, and she found the second amplifier, so now she has more power. And basically throughout the book she's kind of like prepping for war because she ran away from the Darkling. She knows the Darkling is coming for her and there's going to be a war, so she's kind of prepping for the war that's about to happen. And then she wants to search for the third amplifier. Yeah, and then there's obviously some conflicts with Mal, the MMC, I think. He's the MMC. I don't know. This whole trilogy is apparently a love triangle situation, so I don't fucking know who she's gonna end up with in the last book, but I'm hoping it's Mal. So obviously there's some conflicts there. But anyways, I felt like the ending was kind of a little rushed because, like, obviously throughout the whole book we're prepping for the war that's gonna happen, and then the war is literally like 1 or 2 chapters, and it was just like, this happened, and then this happened, and I was just like, what the fuck is happening, you know? But anyways, it was pretty good. Wisteria by Adeline Grace. I rated this a 5-star. 5-star. I obviously annotated it. Look at that. Look how pretty. Anyways, this is about Blythe, which is the cousin of the FMC from the first 2 books. Belladonna and Wisteria. Belladonna and Foxglove. This is the last book in the trilogy, so I'm like trying to like be careful with what I say here. Blythe is forced into a marriage basically because she saved her cousin, because her husband struck a deal with her cousin, and the only like the part of the deal was her cousin was supposed to like get married to the MMC in this book, and Blythe kind of tricked him and she signed the contract, so now they're bonded, like they're bound together, and obviously he's not happy about it because they're both fighting constantly, like they're enemies essentially, so it is an enemies to lovers type of situation. So anyways, they're kind of like, their goal in life is to make each other miserable, and yeah, and then Blythe figures out something, and so now she's trying to navigate that because she finds out about herself, like she figures out something about herself that she did not know, and now she's just like, what the fuck, you know? I can't say too much. I'm so sorry. I don't want to spoil anything. I know I'm speaking nonsense, okay? Like, I'm literally giving you guys nothing, but please, like, please, guys. Oh my god, literally their first interaction about, like, they were about to be husband and wife. Hello, love. He may have whispered the words, but his voice was a weapon that slipped through Blythe's skin and struck to the hilt. I hope you wouldn't make it. And then she says, I wouldn't have missed this for the world, my darling, though do feel free to divorce me tomorrow. Yes. Oh my god, guys. This whole series is a 5 fucking star, okay? You need to read it. I'm sorry I can't give you much, but come back to me when you've read the whole trilogy, and then we'll talk about it. We'll be like, in the comments, being like, oh my god, Destiny, you're so right, like, this whole series is so good. Oh my god, Destiny, let's talk about it. Oh my god, Destiny, can you believe what just happened? Like, please. Now, these last 2 books in the stack are in a vlog that's not uploaded yet, but it will be uploaded, where Pinterest chooses my reads for a week. P.S. I Hate You by Lauren Connolly. I rated this a 5 star. 2 5 stars back to back. That's crazy. This is about Maddie and Dom, and basically Maddie's brother passed away because of lung cancer, and obviously everyone's heartbroken about it because, like, he's so full of life and he was very adventurous and blah 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 blah. So now they're at the funeral, like at the beginning of the book, they're at the funeral for her brother, and everyone got a letter from Josh, which is the brother, and Dom's and Maddie's letter is together. Like, they don't have separate letters like everybody else. It's together. And she's just like, what the fuck? Like, this is my brother and blah blah blah. Like, obviously she's like angry. Anyways, the letter basically states that they have to spread Josh's ashes in 8 different states that he has never visited but has wanted to. So basically there's 8 different letters that basically they're only allowed to open, like, when they're at the location, because, like, outside of the envelope it has, like, coordinates. It has the state and the coordinates to where they are supposed to go. So then they go to that state, and then those coordinates, they open the letter, and then it gives them a task to do, whether it's like saying a secret that they have, or sharing a memory that they have with Josh, or doing a specific thing. That's what it is. But basically Maddie is not happy about it because she hates Dom. It's kind of like an enemies to lovers, except Dom doesn't hate Maddie. It's more of a one-sided enemies to lovers. Anyways, she's not happy about it, obviously, because she hates Dom because of something that happened 7 years ago. You end up finding out more, like, as you're reading, obviously, but yeah. Also, there is a scene where there's one bed. One bed, guys. One bed. I love it. And last but certainly not least of the month of February is The Cheat Sheet by Sarah Adams. I've read so many Sarah Adams books this month. Like, what? How? Like, I don't know. Anyways, final rating for this one was 4 stars. 4 stars. Yeah, it was literally so cute. Same thing with the other Sarah Adams books. Like, they're really cute, fluffy rom-coms. So, like, if you literally just want, like, a book to read in between, like, super hard, like, mentally challenging books, these are the ones that you would want to pick up, like Sarah Adams. Anyways, let's talk about the book. This is about Bree and Nathan, and basically they are best friends. They've been best friends since high school. There was a little situation where they weren't friends for like a few years, I think, but anyways, they've been best friends forever. He plays in the NFL and she is a ballerina, or she teaches ballet. Yeah, she teaches ballet. One night, she gets super drunk at a bar with all of the NFL players that are on, like, Nathan's team. Nathan's also there. Okay. Anyways, so she gets super drunk because, like, none of the players can drink, so she's drinking for them. She's a lightweight, is what I'm trying to say. Like, she gets drunk super fast. Anyways, so she ends up in the bathroom, and she's, like, spilling her guts to this girl in the bathroom. But she later finds out that she was actually a reporter for, like, a sports reporter. And basically, when she was drunk and spilling her guts, she was basically confessing her feelings for her best friend, and basically implied that Nathan also has feelings for Bree. And obviously that gets out, and everyone's like, oh my god, blah 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 blah, and then there's a rumor that they love each other, except it's not a rumor, they actually do. Anyways, his agent comes over and is like, you guys need to fake date because now there's gonna be an ad at the Super Bowl that you both need to be in, but in order for it to work, you guys have to be a couple for 3 weeks. And so basically they fake date, but then throughout this fake dating, he's trying to, like, show her love and, like, just show her that he actually likes her. And yeah, I didn't rate this super highly either because they also got married like a week after that. Anyways, but it was super cute. So I hope you got some recs from this. If you're literally gonna take any of my suggestions, like, in this video, please let it be the Belladonna series, or even P.S. I Hate You. I don't know, guys. Like, literally all these books were, like, amazing, and I would recommend literally every single one of these books. So these are all the books I read in the month of February. It was a pretty good month in terms of rating wise. Also reading wise, like, I did read quite a bit. I hope you got some recs from this. Please let me know if you've read any of these books and what you guys rated it. Or please let me know if you want to read any of these books. Yeah. Now I have to go put them away. So, yeah, please like, comment, and subscribe, and I hope to see you guys in the next one. Peace.